Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Brews and Reviews. It's Knowledge, and today I'm reviewing JID, J.I.D's new track featuring Conway the Machine called Ballads, and I am sipping on a new Belgium Accumulation. That's a white India Pale Ale coming in at 6.2% from Fort Collins, Colorado. A good IPA, just in time for winter, and sorry about the glare on that. Take the light off for a minute so you can see that can, and let's get into this track. JID featuring Conway the Machine. This is one of the best MCs from Dreamville coming together with the best MC from Griselda, in my opinion, and both are on a tear this year. JID coming off a top 10 album with Spillage Village, and Conway coming off a top 10 album for the year with From King to a God. Check out my channel and subscribe. I've got reviews of both of those albums on it, and both of them are great 2020 releases. So in a way, this is kind of a clash of the titans this year coming together for this particular track. Their styles are so different. I didn't necessarily expect them to work together, but I love hearing people in their primes collaborate. This was produced by Big Jerm and Christo, and the latter of which produces a lot of tracks for Dreamville. He did several tracks on Revenge of the Dreamers 3, and more notably, he did a lot of work on JID's magnum opus at this point, DiCaprio 2, including the standout Slick Talk and Off the Zoinky. This track, Ballads, kicks off with JID's verse, first coming in a cappella, and that's always a cool and underutilized style to begin a track. I like hearing just the MC coming in raw with no beat, and it's a nice change from what we normally hear in hip-hop, which is either the beat coming in, getting you sucked in and introduced to what's going on there, or just an MC spitting ad-libs from the very beginning, trying to warm up to the beat, so you know that an MC's doing it if they come through with the acapella straight into the verse before we even hear the beat. And JID does mean business from the very beginning. He tells us, "Wasn't used to taking orders. If I ruled, my apologies. I never been a follower. I'm addicted to the power." When the beat does kick in, it's smooth and not too intrusive. It kind of lays in the background, presumably to highlight the skills of these two MCs that are on it. And then JID hits us with a dope metaphor. He says, "I studied the remains of the game. I'm an archaeologist." This means he's digging up the bones from the past, the remains of something that used to be great. Hip-hop was great in the classic era, and he's an archaeologist because he's looking at that classic era. Now, in this era, is nothing but the bones of what hip-hop used to be, but he's bringing back that classic sound because he's studied it. Then all of what this man can do with syllables and assonance is on display. He says, "Voices in my head, then I go record it. I've been ordered by the Lord, kill the beat, leave the dead horse. Ill swordsman, sportsmanship, that's horseshit, copious corpses." So the assonant sound is very appealing in what he's doing with the vowels on this, making his flow sound sharp. But he's also saying something. He's saying that he's irregardless. He doesn't have to beat a dead horse, or in other words, do what all these other MCs out here are doing, because he already kills the beat. Sportsmanship or respect for his opponents is really pointless because they are not in his league. There's no chorus on this, just a chaotic interlude between the verses showing you that this is very bar focused. Conway comes in with a little less lyrically than we heard on his lyrically versatile solo album. He's going back to just rapping about drugs and sex, but that's what he does well, and that's what put him on, and he does it here with a creative and slightly comical spin where the sex is an extended metaphor for the drugs. He says, "That bitch bad, I'm a bagger, then go stab it later. Got the pussy free, I didn't have to pay her. Got the bag, so trust me, if I come to that, I have the paper. I ain't have to get her drunk or incapacitate her. Now, on the surface, that's one thing, but digging deeper, this is not necessarily about a woman. It is this coke that he can bag without having to pay full price, and he can taste it if he wants, but more importantly, he can get out there and profit off of it without any tricks or gimmicks. And after Conway's verse, the beat plays out and does so many variations at the end and is a bit extended. In part, it may make up for starting off with JID's verse without a beat. So we're going to hear some extended beat at the end, but it's almost like it's leading into another track. And that makes us think that maybe JID has a little bit more in store, that it's not just this Lucy that he's dropping, but that this song may be intended to fit into the flow of an album. We will see. But right now we have Ballads, and it is a single by itself. And this is two great MCs who are at the top of their game, just spitting bars, no gimmicks. They're just doing what they do on wax. Thank you for watching my review of JID's new track featuring Conway the Machine, Ballads. If you like this, go ahead and hit like now and hit me up in the comments. If you didn't like it, also let me know why in the comments. You can also subscribe to my channel. The link's popping up right now. And there's some other videos that I've done. The links are on the other side. I drop hip-hop and hops related content consistently. So until I see you next time, keep buzzing.